Isn't it ironic that I have a comic book shirt and I didn't even peep that I put this mess on before I started recording? But you know, when you a bad bitch, you just do powerful things. Like, you do great things, you don't even have to think about it like that. But anyways, continue the video, girl. I know you ready. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. And in today's video we're gonna be doing a book haul, another book haul. Yes, I'm super excited because me and my bestie, we went shopping earlier at this store called Half Price Books, and we balled out because my bestie's a teacher, so she bought a whole bunch of books so that the kids could have stuff to read throughout the school year. I bought a few books for myself as well as my nephews, so let's just get into this haul, okay baby? So the first books on the docket is these comic books that I got for my nephews. I got the Hulk Smash, then I got Fantastic Four, this one called Firestorm, because I just wanted them to have a book like about women, you know. I ain't never heard of her, but you know, we gonna see what that's talking about. I'm gonna ask my nephews how they like it, because I do have 3 of them, so they'll definitely give me the tea if they don't like it, okay? So the next book that I got is this book right here, and it is called The Bad Apple, and it's basically about this kid who goes to this school where instead of getting reprimanded when you do something you ain't supposed to, they over there rewarding you for bad behavior. So anytime you do bad behavior, you would kind of get rewarded more and more. So that's just like showing his journey and just trying to learn how to make decisions on his own and being a little rebel along the way. So the last book that I got for my nephews is this book called Bud Not Buddy, and y'all, this book, she's tea. I read this book when I was in middle school, and it's a really good book. So long story short, this book is about this kid named Bud, and long story short, his mother passes away and he was like adopted. And so with that being said, he said, you know what, I'm gonna go find my daddy, because you know, I don't want to be with these people no more. I want to be with my, you know, my daddy. Like, my mama told me that I still had a dad, that he was, you know, a jazz player, so let me go find him. And this book is just showing him going on his journey to go find his daddy and them rekindling a relationship. And I feel like this would be a good book for my oldest nephew to read, because he's about to go into the 5th grade. So I'm like, you know what, yeah, expand that mind. You're not reading this in middle school, you reading this now, not later. I done told my sister, I said, you know, I done bought them a few books, but this is one book that I'm like, I need him to have read by the end of the summer. No, dead ass, like, for real. I know you're probably like, you're doing the most. I don't give a fuck. I don't. So the next book we have is this book, and it is called Fly on the Wall, and it's about this girl who's just, you know, your everyday typical teenager, right? And she loves Spider-Man. Like, she be drawing different little sketches of Spider-Man, like that's her boy, they locked in, okay? So with that being said, she always was like, I wondered what it would be like to be a fly on the wall, and somehow, some way, she turned into that. So this is giving very much The Fly if it wasn't a horror movie, from what I'm seeing. Like, it gives very much, I don't know, like fun adventure vibes. What we gonna see until I read the book. The next book we have is called The 9 Liars, and basically this book is about this girl, and her man is all the way in the UK going to school. So she's like, you know what, I'm bored, I ain't gonna see my booski this summer, right? So then she go on this little like trip with her friend and her friend family. Why the freak is she about to help the family solve a murder, right? A murder that happened in 1994 amongst these 9 friends, and 2 of the friends died, and the friends kind of like have a little bit of tea on the story, but they ain't get the full details. So she's trying to solve this murder. So yeah, just gonna be tea. So this next book I got was something that I wanted to just try to get out of my comfort zone, because long story short, I don't really read a lot of nonfiction. But this book is about this business owner, and he's just talking about like all the ways on how to run a successful business, and he like gives different tips and whatnot. And I was like, you know what, I'm interested. This seems like something different, but also up my alley in a sense, because I do want to be an entrepreneur one day. I want to own a med spa, for those people who don't know. And if you don't know what a med spa is, I will just put a little, you know, definition on the screen, because everybody has a different definition of what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna let the definition speak for itself. But yes, I'm super excited to get into this book. This is something that I definitely will be reading soon. So the last book we got is called Skin Deep, okay? And I'm not gonna lie, I picked it up because I'm a little homosexual. So this book is about real life lesbian sex stories. And I'm just like, you know what, I want to know the tea. Like, I'm nosy as fuck. And I'm like, it's Pride Month. Like, this is the perfect way to, you know, end the Pride Month with a little Pride book, okay? Because like I said, I like to read a lot of fiction books. And, you know, as somebody who's queer, I said I wanted to, you know, get into more queer media. And I've been slowly, like, easing my way into it. Like, the first book I ever read on, like, the LGBTQ community was this book about this person who basically came out as non-binary, and their family didn't accept them, but their sister embraced them, and she just fucked with them heavy. And it's just showing their relationship and how this person is like flourishing in their like new life now that they're out and proud of being non-binary. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you guys later. Deuces.